Okay. Hopefully everything is working. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's take a look at the chat. Take a look at the chat. Lupin, welcome. Welcome to the stream. RTK, welcome. Welcome to the stream. They should give close quarters. There are a lot of close quarter weapons. Close quarter pilot ECRs, yeah, that would be pretty good. Home, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Meteorite, showcase the ice turret with different weapons, Notoboker, Stormrax. I mean, it's pretty good with most of the stuff though. So I can do 14 spins in Nomad. Should I do it? No. If you can't afford all 20 spins, then don't bother spinning the crater shipment. That's all I can tell you. If you can't spin the entire crater shipment, then don't spin it at all. That's all my recommendations. Also, is Nomad better than Seeker? Yes, definitely. Where are you from? I'm from India. Not Reacher, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Should I spin Stormrack 6 event? If you don't have Stormrack 6, I think it's worth getting. Depending on the tier you are. If you're around like tier 5 or tier 6, don't waste your credits, okay? If you're in tier 4 and you don't have Stormrack 6, then go for Stormrack 6. If you're not in tier 4 and you're like in tier 6 or something or like above, don't waste your credits, okay? There are better weapons to spend it on. Because a 6 energy weapon is not really gonna last that long. So yeah, don't bother about it. Robot Hunter, welcome. Welcome to the stream. X Gaming, welcome. Yeah, 4,000. Should I gamble? Nope, not a good idea. You're not gonna get it regardless. You might get lucky, but I don't recommend though. Can you review my Hangar? I'm not doing Hangar reviews today. I will answer people's questions though. I will answer questions, so if you have any questions, you can just ask. Because Hangar reviews are gonna take a very long time. So yeah, I want to kind of focus on like everyone at the same time. You're in tier 3. If you're in tier 3, then sure, go ahead. Definitely. If you're in tier 3 and if you have this amount of credits right here, if you have like 600,000 credits, then you can spin the crater shipment. Then spin it. If you don't have 600,000 credits, then don't bother about it. Don't bother about it. Is 2 Reaver 10's Eclipse will work good? It's solid. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It can work in like CPC and 5v5 game modes, I'd say. It can work. What is good for Nomad other than Revoker? Stormrax works well. You can also use pod guns on Nomad. That's also pretty solid. Pod guns also pretty solid. Pod guns, Geminis, mostly any type of it, depending on what else you work. Yeah, there are a lot of options. Stormracks are good. Pod guns are also work pretty good as well. Geminis do very well as well. Yeah, there's most of the weapons which are work pretty well. You can also use ember guns. If you do have ember guns like the 8s or something, if you have the ember gun 8s, you can use those on your Nomad, and you can use the overheat effect to increase your damage, which is a pretty good strategy. What is the best time to play tournaments? Not really anytime. You just join randomly. Kind of depends on your region. Sure. Bro, I have Surge, Eclipse, and Deathwalker and Rhine. Should I buy Nomad or something else? I don't know. If you have 7,000 Acorns, then go ahead for Nomad. But if you don't, then don't bother. You spinned it and got on your first try. Let's go. Nice. But I'm confused. I have enough Acorns to buy a legendary close quarters pilot, but should I wait for any ERC coming up? Yes. Don't. I have I have explained this in a video itself. I've explained this in a video itself. Don't waste acorns on pilots. Do not buy it from the pilot market. The best way to get pilots is through critter shipments. Okay. Any legendary pilot you want to buy, get it through critter shipments. Okay. Don't bother getting them through the gear hub. Okay. Not worth it. You use disruptors, they're really solid. Disruptors are pretty good. They did give it a buff, so it's pretty omega. I will Strike Rocket 10 and Strike Rocket 8 in Brick House for mid game. It can work. It can work. Brick House does have the damage boost. The Strike Rockets can do some pretty good damage, but not worth it though. Also, what's the next free-to-play mech, and when is Salvor coming in the Gear Hub? Salvor, not anytime soon. Salvor is mostly... They release Salvor after like when? I think they released it after... Like after Dreadnought, right? No, they released it before Dreadnought, I think somewhere around. So it was like Blockhorn, Mimicker, Deathwalker, Outlaw, and then after that they released like some other stuff. I think Salvo was after that. So you're gonna wait a long time for Salvo, though. Yeah, 1.6k coins. Should I double Revoker or Stormrack 16? I think Stormrack 16 would be a pretty good option. When it comes to meta weapons, I think Stormrack is a safer option to invest in. Any tricks for spinning in ERCs? Always have 7,000 A coins and 600,000 credits, that's about it. Always have the amount to guarantee the critter shipment, that's all you need to do. Please review my Hangar. I'm not doing Hangar reviews, guys, today. What do you think about the Outlaw buff? Is it going to be balanced or overpowered? Depending on how it works, though. If the outlaw is like just like Volti, where if you see a target you can immediately apply the ability, then it's going to be kind of broken. But the outlaw buff is going to completely neutralize Deathwalker's pushing power, though, I do say. There's a lot of... After they buff outlaw, I think it's going to kind of ruin a lot of mechs and weapons. Like a lot of things, railguns and miniguns are going to be cooked, and even Volti is going to be very hard countered, guys. Even Volti is going to be very, very hard countered, because this thing that can normally just sit in the back and apply multiple abilities to kill you cannot do that anymore. Cannot do that anymore after Outlaw. Its ability cooldown is 13 seconds and Outlaw's is 15, so pretty much similar. And its range is around 90 meters, alright? So that means it's basically within Outlaw range. So Outlaws can basically stop this from doing anything. Not really gonna work. Yeah, Outlaw Volt is gonna be significantly worse than before. Bastion and Vortex are also gonna be cooked. I think we can agree Vortex could use like an ability duration increase and a cooldown reduce, okay? We can agree on this. Phoenix, welcome to the stream. How's it going? How to win any playoff event or gain much points in less time? No, your playoff events are completely rigged, fellas. Playoff events are completely rigged, alright? If you want to do playoff events, you're gonna have to like SP drop and do all of the unfair cheating, whatever, in order to win playoff events. Not worth the time. You're mostly going to be playing 24/7 in order to grant playoff events, which is not physically possible for most people anyways. Avenge, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Are you an official content creator yet? Nope. Not yet. Still 50 more A coins to rank up my rank 6 my Outlaw. Nice. Good. I'm currently SP dropping in 5-5 to win the playoffs. That's the only solution you got. Use double 12s instead of 16. Yeah, I mean, my 12s are stronger, but I don't really care about it. Subham, welcome to the stream. Welcome. How's it going? I'm gonna get Solus. Do you think my dual Burrow Beam 12 will do good on it? Nope. A Solus is a support mech, okay? A weapon that requires you to walk out in the open, not a really good solution. Not a really good solution for that. If we're gonna use Burrow Beams, use it on something that can stay out in the open longer. I think like Deathwalker or like Surge, Eclipse, something like that can make use of Burrow Beams. Other than that, I would not use it though, sadly. Yeah, players. Bro, I will get Nomad. Will it worth it or fail? If you don't have 7,000 A coins, again, if you don't have that 7,000 A coins, then don't spin. That's it. I cannot tell you much more than that, okay? If you spin the creatorship event and don't get the mech or whatever, don't come crying, alright? I can almost certainly tell you that you won't get it unless you have all the amount. So I recommend you have the full amount to get it. I was wondering where that Eclipse went. Get him, boys. Oh no, that's a problem. Nice. Thank you for saving my butt. Pretty worth it. But now we need to go for beacons. We need to rush for beacons. A click might want to assist me. This a click might want to assist me. OT bots in this game, I swear. Yeah. Not gonna end well, boys. He has arc torrents? That's not good. Okay, we need beacons. We need beacons really fast. We need beacons so fast. Clear face. Let's see. Wait for it. Now he's still alive. Let's see if they have any Deathwalkers that can roast with this. I got you, alright, go for it. This is a Surge with Revokers, so that's not great. Annoying bots in this game, I swear. Lace Wing. Hold still. Lace Wing is crashed. What is this? Mind explaining why you're even at this SP? Let's see. That Lace Wing is toast. This guy is also cooked. Your teammates are carrying today. This is nice. Let's go, boys. Everyone here is carrying. Let's go. So yeah, that's pretty. So we did it. Oh, my mic almost fell off. Unfortunate. Do you think Solus is a good counter to Outlaw? I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't really see that working out very well. For Gemini, it doesn't really matter. I can use as much damage output as I want. What is the strongest in YMA? If you're asking the strongest, in terms of what? Is Burrow Beam Nomad decent? Could be a pretty solid build, but I don't know. I've never really seen Burrow Beam Nomads as much though. You got Nomad only in 7 spins. Please tell me best weapon for Nomad. I mean, Revokers are good options. Okay, let's go. Are you from Vietnam? No, I'm not. I don't know why would you think that? You fed up? Alright. Can you please give advice on my white Hangar? This guy. Need some healing? Nah, he does not survive for the healing though, sadly. He does not. Play Hangar Showdown. I mean, I will. Let's see. A couple of pod guns should mess him up. These two are pretty good. Will you use Vortex in your Hangar in future? Maybe. I think Vortex is pretty good, but it could just, the ability cycle time could just be reduced, that's all I think. I think Vortex is pretty good. If the cycle time was much quicker, then it would be very good. They just need to increase the duration and reduce the cooldown, that's about it. There's nothing wrong in Vortex, it's just the cooldown is not really great. And the fact that most people have Deathwalker, why use Vortex anyways? Yeah, it's not the fact that it's bad, it's that they're just better options, so why bother using it? That's kind of the problem with most of the things, right? Even if they were good, people would use the stuff that is better. So that's what is. Nice. Showcase Ice Turd with different weapons. No Revoker Stormracks. That's because my Blizzfrost is only rank 4, so I'm gonna have to reduce my SP in order to make that work though. What do you think is the best weapon for Nomad except Revokers? I mean, Stormracks, pod guns, any other meta weapon also works on Nomad pretty well. Revokers like the better option, that's all I can tell you. Do you use NVIDIA in your PC? Nope, I don't. This is not a NVIDIA PC, by the way. Stormracks without the legendary reload implant is really bad. Not everyone can afford the implant. Yeah, it's 3,000. You don't really need the legendary implant, guys. You don't really need the legendary. An epic one is really good. Ghetto, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Black Cat, welcome. It's going great. What about you? What mech and weapon are you upgrading next? I don't plan to upgrade anything right now because I'm kind of saving up credits for disruptors. I'm saving up credits for both Disruptor 16 and 12, so yeah, that's just my first thoughts right there. Not much there. What's your PC detailed components? I'm using a laptop. I'm not using a PC. Laptop. It's not that great. It's not that great, but it does get the job done, so can't really complain. It does get the job done. That man might be cooked with those if he's facing those hellfires. Like right now, basically. All the bots have chain gun. That's scary. Yes, show him what's up. Show him what's up. Should I use Redeemer or Vortex in place of my Eclipse? Redeemer is better than Vortex. Would you use it in place of Eclipse? I don't think so. I think Eclipse is still better. Eclipse is going to be like important, especially if the Outlaw buff becomes a thing where you're gonna play the game without stealth, right? Like Eclipse is going to be good. I don't really think it's going to be like completely bad, but Eclipse, when it comes to competitive gameplay, Eclipse is not a thing you will see anymore there, because it kind of doesn't. It's not really good, useful, especially with the introduction to burrow beams. It just kills so fast, right? So Eclipse is not that great. So yeah, that's the problem. Let's go. Oh yes. Gonna hurt yourself, buddy. Ouch. That's a lot of Tetra Mimickers. What's with that? See? Unnecessary. Let's go, boys. Easy. Easy wins. All good, just lurking in the stream. Alright. I'm Razor of your friends list. Welcome. Don't be discouraged by haters. Never am. While having a burrito. Nice. Brand Dell. Yeah, my laptop is a Dell laptop. It's not that great, but it's fine. It's fine. Disruptors work far better for your Deathwalker than Stormax. I spend most of my time reloading with Stormax. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Disruptors are pretty good, especially with the Deathwalker that can get pretty close. It can do some decent work out of that. I'm good, Ghetto. What about you? What about you? Ice Turd is basically Eclipse. Anything that works well on Eclipse works well on Ice Turd. Yeah, pretty true. Outlaw buff essentially kills minigun. Eclipse build. Anything that has a long reload or cooldown is cooked. Yep. Are you really Indian? It's hard to believe. I'm not Indian. I only live here, guys. Take it easy, okay? I think a lot of people think I'm Indian, but I only live here for the time being, alright? So take it easy. Don't know what the devs were thinking with Outlaw buff. I don't know. The objective was to counter Deathwalker, but I guess they did not realize how much of a nuisance this can be, though. You're using Stormac 10 on Eclipse and thinking to replace it with Redeemer. Will it be a good move? I mean, Stormrack Redeemer could be better than Stormrack Eclipse, but Eclipse is going to still be an important necessary. Depends on the SP though. Depends on the SP, because if like enemies have like a bunch of outlaws, they're going to be kind of cooked. But the good thing about Redeemer, ouch. So yeah, the good thing about Redeemer is it can remove debuffs at all ranks, and that includes Outlaw's foul play as well, right? So it can make some decent work out of that. Yeah, but after the Outlaw buff, people won't want to use weapons that are reloading for so long, because it's gonna be garbage regardless. Okay, so now let's go here and throw down. ID review. I'm not doing any ID reviews, boys. No ID reviews for the moment. Today we're only answering questions. After 1 week, new Mech Earthquake has been launched. Yep, it will be. Just wait. See if I can use this thingy. Okay, good. That's a Hemlock with miniguns. Hello, how are you? No, don't you dare. What you're doing is very rude, alright? Yeah. Alright. Star Lord, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Are you doing customs, buddy? Customs, no. Will you do giveaways in near future? I mean, if I do get the official content creator, then maybe. But we'll see. We'll see. Definitely, I don't want to spend money on giveaways because it's too expensive, and I don't make money by doing that. So realistically, not a good idea. But we'll see. Your SP is 8K. I mean, at 8K, you won't see a lot of outlaws, but I'd still be safe than sorry, though. But if you ask me, I think Eclipse is still better than Redeemer, regardless. By the way, if you're staying in India, does that mean you're from another country? Yep. So Dreadnought Mech easier coming soon. Understand. Maybe eventually soon. Overdrivers better than miniguns? Yeah, it is. It is. Especially after the Outlaw buff. Just wait. Overdriver versus minigun, who is most powerful? Miniguns are better in terms of dealing damage output, but after the Outlaw buff, miniguns are gonna be kind of cooked, boys. I think Overdriver is gonna be overall better. Okay, it's showtime. I guess the game did not register all of the shots. I don't know where my shots are going, but they're disappearing soon. Let's see. Oh, that's a ham launch. That's not good. That's not good. Ham launch is not good. I shoot his face and get him, I suppose. Not a bad idea, but you know. Which country are you from? I'm not gonna tell you right now, but eventually I will. Not right now. Jack, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Arena playoff event, shout out me. I mean, I don't have you on my playoff event, so I'm not sure what I can shout out for. Let's see. Get him, boys. Mess him up. Of course these bots have stupid hemlocks. Also, when you play Mech Arena, I got the new legendary skin for Volti, but I don't have the Mech. Arena playoff event, what's your rank position? I'm not even in the bracket yet, to be fair. From what build is your Hangar showdown you will replace with Burrow Beam build? I don't know. You don't sound like Indian? Yeah. I mean, you should know that by now. You guys should know that by now. I cannot tell you guys exactly where I'm from because, you know, that's kind of not how it works, you know. Prefer to keep my privacy. Hopefully you guys understand that. By the way, there is this Charge Rocket 10 from this playoff event. Since there's a free-for-all tournament, I would like to grind and get that one, so it'll be pretty good. I swear, every time I get these legendary skins, I don't get the actual mechs. Dang. I don't know about that, but I think that might be true. That's good. Let's see. What do you think about Deathwalker after Outlaw buff? I think Deathwalker will still be good, but depending on how OP this Outlaw is going to become, right? Because the thing is, if I can target through... The thing is, before, Deathwalkers don't have to come in the same direction as like Outlaw where Outlaw is, right? Since Outlaw needs a direct line of sight, you cannot actually crash Deathwalkers if they don't expose themselves. But now that you can shoot through walls, so you mainly any Outlaw player will only target Deathwalkers. So that's pretty much like Deathwalkers cannot push blindly as they used to do before. So you're gonna have to be very careful for using your Deathwalker. That's about it. Mostly, the Outlaw buff is gonna basically neutralize Deathwalker's pushing power by a lot, but I don't think it's gonna like completely ruin Deathwalker. So we'll see. Big fan. Welcome, Fyros. Welcome to the stream. What going to be your next real money purchase? I don't really think anything. As far as things go, I did buy a couple of stuff. but it's not worth it though. Like, what did I get? Like, I bought Burrow Beam 16 for rank 3, which was pretty cheap. And I also got Pod Gun 16 for rank 3. I got this to rank 4 pretty recently, but yeah, that's about it. I'm not really planning on buying anything else right now. It's not really much to get or anything. Not worth it. Use Lacewing with Stormrax. That's a really good build. It's a pretty good build. I don't have my Lacewing. It's rank 3. My Lacewing's rank 3, sadly. Will Deathwalker ECR come back again? It will come, but I don't think anytime soon. Lacewing or Deathwalker, who is most powerful mech? Deathwalker, certainly. If there is a good map for Lacewing, then it'll be good. Better than Deathwalker in some situations. But overall, Deathwalker is just stronger. Are you pay to win? Yeah, kind of. Are you seeing my chat, buddy? Yes, I am. When it comes to pay to win, I get all the pay to win mechs, but use only the free to play weapons though, mostly. I have like multiple Stormrack builds and whatever. So, yeah. Okay, boys, Hangar shit down. Let's go. Let's cook, okay? We have all of these stuff here. What mechs and weapons are going to rank up next? I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't thought of anything yet. You didn't play Macarena for many days because I've decided to take a real break from the game until if I want to return back. That's a fair point. Bro, new mech who type coming 9 days left. Dang. You guys really need to learn English. It's Hangar Showdown? No, it's not called Hangar Showdown, boys. It's called Hangar Shitdown. And you will understand why. We'll understand why in a few minutes. Alright? Don't worry about it. Sabur, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. It's my nightmare in terms of matchmaking, yeah. If you're facing completely maxed out players, you're kind of doomed though. Like, regardless of any situation. Because every maxed player, like especially for me, right? All the players I face in Hangar Showdown are just like competitive maxed out players that have like 3 Burrow Beam builds or 3 Revoker builds and like Stormrax and whatever. Nothing really special about Hangar Showdown. That's why I call it Hangar Shitdown. Nothing special about it. Realistically. No, it's a shit down, boys. It's a shit down. Not even that good. But it is good to do it for the mod parts at most. But definitely I've stopped spending acorns on this game mode. I'll say this. I don't really spend acorns on this game mode as often as I used to. Because it's not worth it, realistically. Let's see. When are you applying for OCC? I mean, maybe eventually, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't play Hangar Showdown because it's just a bad matchmaking with really long wait times per match. With really meta heavy competitive builds, most of them are usually league droppers. Yep, not worth it. At least League 1 is some kind of manageable, but not by a lot though. It's not that great. Not by a lot, but yeah, it's kind of fine. Okay, boys, we're here. Repeater Nomad. Okay, sure. Oh no, that's not good. Thankfully, he had repeaters, so he didn't do enough damage with that. Thankfully, he had repeaters, so he did not do enough damage with that. Yeah, that Deathwalker is kind of cooked. And I'll explain why in a few minutes. Yeah, he's cooked, boys. He's cooked. Getting very lucky today for some reason. Looks like some kind of revoker, a click. It's a revoker, a click. And a click. Let's see. A revoker, a click. Run. Hot guns. Oh no, that's not a good problem for me. That's not good. A click. Okay, let's see. Oh no, that's not good. They have a Bastion too. It's really bad. They have a Bastion. No. Don't hurt my boy. Oh, this guy might mess me up. Alright. Yeah. Certainly he did. He has a Burrow Beam Surge, and a Revoker Surge teammate too. Not really gonna end well. Yes, do some damage to him. Do some damage. Come on. I might survive 2 seconds, but not really. Yeah, he has the reloading plan. Not really gonna work. Yeah, we might have got lucky, but can't really help it. Okay. Gemini run will be very common among free-to-play after they come for in-game currency. Yep, they will. Oh geez, welcome to the stream. The Poker Eclipse with mods is still good after the nerf, yeah. Freaking HP, isn't it? Vortex too thick to be killed, yep. Especially with this Ruboker 10 and 8 combo, not great. I need like, if I had like double 12s would have been good. That would be pretty good, but yeah, it's not that great. Why are you living in India? I don't think that should be a question. That is like my preference, right? First question. Yeah, I'm doing some Q&As. You can ask me questions and stuff. Burrow beams are kind of nasty. Want to use them on cert, but I don't have any good implants for it. Yeah, Burrow beam is good, but you need the right implants and pilots for that, or else it's not going to work well. 4143, welcome to the stream. You have one lace swing and one disruptors. Okay, so this guy mostly he's gonna run in and die because, you know, expected all teammates to do this, but realistically. To be fair, even though disruptor is good, it is very slow, so I can make some work around that. Alright. Disruptors are good, but they're too slow. That's the problem. Can't really make a prediction on how that's gonna end. Seeker. Oh, it's a late swing. I might have made the... See what I can do here. That's good. Just his ability is gonna run out in 2 seconds. Go get him, go get him, go get him. Come on, come on. Come on, go get him. That's it. Yep, his ability just ran out in 2 seconds. Like I knew it was gonna happen. It's gonna happen. That's a Death Walker. Let's see. I'm gonna need you to kind of take care of me. Get this fellow. Get him. Let's see. What happened? And I'm not gonna touch that AFK guy. I guess he left. Whatever. No cuss nasty. Feels guy just wanna talk. Bro, by the way, I stored 7 million credits. Nice, that's good. I got Burrow Beam Fire Rate Legendary, Burrow Beam Epic Reload from Free Implant Rate. That's very good. Very good. Got Nomad on the last spin. Unlucky to all my A coins. Took 2 months to grind. Yeah. That's the problem. If you don't have all 7,000 acorns, you're gonna be cooked, my boys. That's why I tell everyone, if you don't have that 7,000 acorn, don't bother. Disruptor is the only good in CPC or 5v5. Throw those balls towards enemies congested and areas and bots, and boom. Yeah, that's true. It's more of like a hallway type weapon, right? So you're gonna have to have like a perfect path opened up for that. But they're good in 2v2, but you know, that guy was not smart. That guy was not smart. Especially I'm using Redeemer, right? So it's not great. Yeah. This guy with a Storm Axe, Lacewing. It's a Storm Axe, Lacewing. Now the main objective is just wait. Because the thing is, I can actually bait him, but he does not know that though. Ouch. Stormax do a lot of damage, don't they? Gonna have to be careful here. This guy is kind of scary. Yeah, I'm cooked. Not really good. What is this? Sure, I'll take the offer, but it's not a really great offer though. And he has dread shots. Just reduces ability cooldown. My bot's gonna go in and die, obviously. What do you expect? Yeah, killing this guy is not gonna be a simple situation here. There's a server issue, don't spin now. I don't know what you mean, but sure. Revoker a click. Revoker a click. What is that? Let's go. Now, what I want to do is wait, because this brick house has missile racks, and they do have 2.5 years reload time, so I can kind of deal with that. Okay, so let's go with this. He has a Revoker Normad. Normad. Show your face. Must be around here, obviously. Hold on, block one. I'm coming with you. Coming with you, alright? You should die though, but I don't know how he survived. I guess Nomad is just HP, basically. Whatever. Due to Hangar Showdown event, the matchmaking is unfair. I don't think so. It's not a Hangar. I don't think it's a Hangar Showdown event. I think the game has crappy matchmaking overall. That you can. I don't really expect the devs to fix it, but at least it could be at least slightly better, I suppose. You don't really expect it though. Got Asami for free too. Nice. In Nomad and Stormrack ECR. There's a server issue in those ECRs? I don't think so. That's just a luck thing, alright? If you don't have the A coins, that's why I always say to people, if you don't have all the A coins to get it, then don't bother spinning the critter shipment, that's all. There's realistically nothing to say about that. Like if you don't have that A or full A coins to say afford the entire critter shipment, then don't spin, that's it. Pretty simple. Pretty obvious too, so yeah. I don't really think that's a like a server issue or whatever. I think that's just a luck based thing for most people. Speaking of, I am Pierce. Welcome to the stream. You know what's one famous game that's still a childhood? Mortal Kombat Classic? I never heard of that, but maybe I check it out. Maybe. We'll see. I never heard of it, but could be pretty good. You never know. But anyways, let's finish this Hangar showdown or whatever, and then we'll get to some good stuff. Which is the best web mech according to you? I mean, it's easily Death Walker. It's easily Death Walker. Pretty much. I think Death Walker is generally the best mech. But after Outlaw buff, that could change. After the Outlaw gets buffed, it could change. Depends, but we'll see. Show your inventory. Alright. Hopefully we get some players in Hangar showdown. This doesn't take like 2 years or something. Let's see. Is it lagging? I think maybe a bit, but yeah. There's a bit of lag, but not by a lot though. Stop. I mean, he's far away. He cannot hit me with those. But this bot might cause some problems though. Let me see if I can do something about this. Oh, I might be cooked here. Yeah, I might be cooked here. Or maybe not. I survived. I survived. I survived. I survived. Luckily. Luckily. The burrow beams, okay. He has a close quarter pilot on it though. See? Take it easy, bot. Oh, the bot's working hard. Very hard. Very unnecessary, though. Right. See? See? Up there. I can see his thingy, but... Yeah, I'm cooked. Pretty cooked there. Might want to kill this bot first because it would cause some problems. It might be cooked here. Yep. Blood Demon, welcome to the stream. Right, so let's see. Saitam Kumar, I'm not answering that question. Stop asking me, alright? I'm not answering that question regardless of how many times you ask, alright? And I don't think you need to know anyways, alright? So just forget it. Yeah, we're definitely cooked, like regardless. This guy has no mods, and I'm facing two max players. We're definitely cooked again. The radius for PC players with storms is ridiculous. Sure it is. What do you expect? A rank 4 nomad in league. Realistically, yeah, he just gets obliterated. What do you want me to do? Run away. That's what you're gonna do. Yeah, matchmaking screwed me over today. Not much to do about that. Piece of garbage. Yep. Let the developers play the shit game mode. I'm not playing this garbage. Let the developers play the shit game mode. Who needs this garbage? Which is the best OG mech you can say? I mean, there are a lot of them are pretty good. I think Panther, Guardian, they're all pretty good. All pretty good. Let's see. Let's just buy a bunch of this garbage. What was my teammate? Oh, he's an SP dropper, obviously. He did, yeah. SP droppers deserve to get screwed over. Stop playing Hangar showdown a month ago, it gives you so much stress. Yeah, pretty true. It's really bad trash. Really bad. I will just try to get this fortune keys, or we got it, okay, fair enough. I got the fortune key, so that's enough. I don't really need to play the game mode, alright? Like, I have stopped spending A coins on this game mode ever since, because it's not really worth it. The matchmaker is gonna remember my morning matches. Oh, it will. Sure, this. Yep. When I saw this teammate that had like no mods, we were obviously cooked. Obviously cooked, you know. Yeah, GG's, buddy. GG's. Couldn't do much about it, but you know, might have been your easiest opponent, but you know, it was fun. It was fun. Please tell Stormrack 12 or Revoker 12 on Blizzfrost. I think Stormrack does better. Stormrack does better. I don't have space in game. You're gonna have to add me on Plarium Play though. Okay, let's do tournament. Let's do the tournament. Can you share your inventory? I mean, I will. After this match, I will. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's go, boys. A lot of Revokers. League 1 alone is for meta maxed with max mods. Yep. That's why I don't play Hangar Showdown at all. A lot of people just keep telling me why don't you use the meta, but that's only for Hangar Showdown. I don't think any of these builds do bad in other game modes. That's just Hangar Showdown, classic Hangar Showdown garbage. Most of that's just because of the matchmaking. I don't think it's realistically the meta problem. The matchmaking is just a big problem. Let's see. Sir Doc might cook me. Yeah. He might. What do you think what's the next ERC? It's definitely going to be a pilot with one weapon for 7,000 A coins and like 4,000 A coins pilot, 7,000 A coins weapon. I don't know what the weapon will be, but the pilot most likely will be some kind of like. The pilot will most likely be like a beam pilot or something, maybe. Take it easy, take it easy, It's cooked. Let's see. You're tired of waiting for the Beam Pilot ERC, which was given as a hint and did not arrive yet. Mostly it'll be like around on Thursday, right? The pilot crate rush events will happen on Thursday, and the mech crate rush events will happen on Monday. So it's like a kind of like a pattern. That is one thing I know about. How do you have 191 friends in friends list? I not even getting progress after 100 friends. That's because I have Plarium Play. On Plarium Play, you can add more people. On Plarium Play, you can add more people. You know that? If it's late swing, I'm definitely gonna buy it. Yeah, you should. Do you remember when FFA is new? Its time is 5 minutes. I don't know. Yeah, the game is bugged. I have to restart this thing. Game is bugged. See? See here. Let me restart the game really quick. Do customs. Nah, I think customs are kind of boring. Anyways, realistically. Also, I need to get into a proper position in order to do some stuff. Customs are kind of boring to me, guys. I don't really like the idea of customs. If people would intend to use anything other than meta, then sure, but customs are kind of boring, you know? Nothing really interesting about it. There's nothing really interesting about customs, alright? Alright. Let's see. I'm just gonna be doing some FFA for this stream and like kind of answer people's questions and whatever. But apart from that, not much. Okay, let's go. Customs without mods are interesting. You should try. I mean, they'll be pretty good, but maybe. Okay, let's go. What do we have? We have one guy. Let's go. Ooh. The turboker click is down there. Click. Let's see. I mean, it is a Death Walker, but I can still farm damage off him. Not a bad idea. entirely. Let's see. What's this guy doing? See? This guy. It's just too easy. The gate crasher is gonna be a problem. Ouch. Painful. Let's see. Guys, revoke a click. A click is dead. And I'm also dead. All the bots have Tetra rifles for whatever reason. You faced max bots at 4K SP? Yep. That's because there's a matchmaking problem going on recently. They were trying to deal with this SP dropping issue, but, you know, were they successful? Not really. So yeah, it's kind of the problem, boys. Let's go. We have some points. This guy's 11,000. 18, and this guy's 10. A lot of these guys are kind of strong, but we'll see. What's your favorite YMA creator? I've done a lot of them. A lot of them. I do like a lot of them. You don't know what I should ask you? Which is the weakest mech of all time according to you? Arachnos easily. Arachnos is very useless. Like, it does have energy capacity, but not really good. Like, the ability is kind of terrible. We should add better effectiveness, you know? Especially for a rare mech, it's not that great. Minimum how many matches you play to get first position in tournament? I don't know. For most tournaments, I do play a lot, but it kind of depends. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem, so... This revoke a click when his ability running out. That guy. Do we need that many hemlocks in this match? It's so unnecessary. Yep. There's hemlocks, bastions everywhere, basically. Obviously. Just wait. Is that a bit too early? Oh, my throat is cooked. See? See? What about Puma? Puma's fine. At least has some way to protect itself, right? I think mostly like Arachnos is the worst one by far. Ouch. Let's see. Yeah, the bots just have secret techniques, you know. That's as a point, though. Statement. Let's see. Next devs nerf Gemini? Maybe. We'll see. But once you get Gemini, you're not gonna want it to get nerfed though. Once you get your hands on it, you're gonna be really upset if they nerf it though, so just wait. Okay. My mic is going all around the place, but yeah. Pax, welcome to the stream. Welcome. What is your favorite mech? I mean, my favorite mech is Salvor. I like using this. It's really fun. In team play situations, it's very good. And it is gonna be getting a buff, so I'll be loving it more. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun. Salvor is really fun. When is Gemini coming for in-game currency? Very soon. It's the next Gemini is the next one to come for in-game currency. What time do you grind a tournament and what time register? I registered just now, so realistically, I don't have a specific time for registering in tournaments. I just do it randomly whenever I want to. That's about it. Depends. On weekends I register a bit earlier so I can grind a lot more, but unlike also like these days I just kind of register late and just do whatever. Mainly I focus on grandmasters, not on these tournaments though. There's no specific time I have for entering tournaments though. Oh, okay. Let's do this. Let's see. Let's see. He cooks, boys, he's cooked. He cooked. Yeah, the bots are just everywhere. What are you gonna do about it? Mod is the biggest nerf for Gemini? Yeah, could be. But it's not like a big problem. Once mortal layer shields are down, they'll do some really good damage. Clan leader is live. Nice. That's nice. Let's see. There's a mimicker. Oh. What's up? Repeaters. It's repeaters. I need to get some more kills, but faster though. Is Silverthorn good? No, it's not really good. It's pretty bad. Silverthorn should get the buff out of everything, mostly. I'm really surprised they did not buff like Silverthorn, Redox, and all the other garbage mechs, and like buff like Outlaw and stuff. That's crazy. They should have buffed those, but no. Classic devs, you know, don't even know how the game works. You got wrecked in these 5v5 maps in tournament, completely filled with spammers. Was it same for you? Not really. I don't play that much 5v5 sometimes, mostly. Like last 5v5 tournament, I did not even do much. Boy. Yeah, these bots are Omega, basically. That's fine. Okay, let's go. Is Gemini good on any other mech than Orion? Yeah, it is good. You only use it on Orion if you want to do like good against players and stuff. How did you deal with those spammers in those freaking spamming maps? Not a big deal. You just do the same thing that they're doing, right? But at least they are trying something different, like buffs and nerfs. Otherwise, earlier they just bring new metas. The meta is nothing interesting. Before it was 3 Revoker builds, now it's 3 Burrow Beam builds. The game does not get any cringe than allowing people to use 3 double down on like the same stuff, right? That's just how cringe the game gets, basically. You're forced to use 3 Burrow Beam builds, 3 Stormrack builds, whatever. How we have 991 what do you mean, like 191 friends? That's because of Plarium Play, boys. Best weapons for rank 4 Blizzfrost. I mean, Stormracks work pretty well. Stormracks, Revokers, Burrow Beams, they're all pretty good options. So, we have one guy. Not a great map for this, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. It's a source. Why do all the bots have Hemlock? So annoying. I mean, I expected him to do that, but I don't think he was going to be that dumb. But fair enough. Expected. Oh, that's a problem. Hmm, that's a big problem. This guy is cooked. All of them have burrow beams. Okay, sure. Entity, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Can you explain how are you doing damage through my mods? It's basically bots have hacking skills. Yeah, of course. I'm doing absolutely balls today for whatever reason. Let's see. I mean, that guy doesn't have a lot of kills himself, so might be fine, but we'll see. Bye-bye. Let's see. Can you review my ID? I'm not doing Hangar reviews right now. Are we for real? Are we for real? Guy. It's annoying. Let's see. What would be the meta Hangar according to you? Like 5 mechs and 5 weapons? Like what would you use for CPC 5 FFA? It's a long question, but please answer. It's pretty simple, obviously. Pretty simple. 3 burrow beam builds, 2 storm rack builds, obviously. It's a very easy answer. That's a really easy answer. So you use Deathwalker and Lacewing with storm racks, and like Surge with burrow beams, and like your remaining 2 maxes, like whatever. You use Surge with burrow beams and like maybe Eclipse or something. Eclipse, but mostly I don't think you see Eclipse. But they're like also Outlaw is gonna be better, right? Outlaw is gonna be better. Yeah, there are possibilities. Like Parasite also with burrow beams is gonna be very strong. Pretty simple. You just use 3 burrow beam builds and 2 storm rack builds. Like there's no difference between the old meta and the new meta, right? It's basically a concept where you have to use this weapon so much or else you don't win the match. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else to say about that. That's it how it is. Nothing really specific I have to tell you. Did I take Reaper from the battle pass? I already have Gemini, yeah. I mean, Reaper is free. You can just take it. It doesn't really matter too much. Salvor too? No, Salvor is not going to be meta by any means necessary. I don't think Salvor will be meta, but it will be a lot better than before. Definitely not meta though. And the main problem with that is because weapons that do a lot of damage these days, Salvor is not going to be very useful for like support that much. Like competitively speaking. In a perspective of competitively, I don't expect Salvor to be there. So yeah, that's just my opinion there. What does he have? Nah, he cooked, boys. He's cooked. If these bots were a bit nicer, we could get some more kills, but they're all stunning me with hamlock bastions and everything. Definitely this game is getting toxic. Bye-bye. No. Hold still, okay? I wonder if that cooldown modifier for Bastion ended it, right? It's gonna really bad. Alright, so I had to get rid of the stupid little Bastion. Thank you, I suppose, but not unnecessary though. Come on, do it. I'll wait. I mean, I just blowed him in the face, basically, so pretty good. Garbage. Whatever. We need to get kills, boys. We need faster kills. What's this guy? I think I saw a Revoker Eclipse somewhere. Where he went, but hell, forget it. Oh, that's a problem. A huge problem. Please review your ID. I cannot do Hangar reviews today. And if I start a Hangar reviews, there's going to be like millions of people putting their IDs in the comments, you know? And that's just going to take the entire stream. So that's why I don't want to do that. Realistically. Not a great idea. I will do Hangar reviews occasionally, once or twice in a month, but not necessarily every single stream though. Not a good idea. I mean, getting this leaderboard won't be very difficult, but you know, it's just like the other part of the problem. Okay, so... Oh, not here. I'm supposed to do FFA. We have 4 more tickets. Let's finish that. Then maybe. Please, only 1. I mean, alright. I will do it, but not right now. I think I'll do a couple of them at the end of the stream, maybe. But the problem with Hangar reviews is that... the problem is if I'm going to have to review your ID, I'm going to have to review everyone else, right? So yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, exactly, Entity. That's the problem. Because I'm not just going to review this one guy's Hangar just because he asked me, so I'm going to have to review everyone's ID at the point. And that just takes a lot of time, regardless. I'm not gonna sit around the entire stream just yapping about everyone's Hangar. I will do that once or twice a month, but definitely not for the entire stream. So next month I'll definitely do a couple of those, but I'm not gonna do that every stream though. Not a good idea. I used to do that, but kind of didn't get a lot of attention that way. I will definitely title the streams as Hangar reviews when I do Hangar reviews on specific days. So yeah. Silver Poker. Oak silvers. He cooked. Yes, all the bots understood the assignment. They're bringing revokers to the fight. Not bad. Oh, it's too easy. Just too easy, boys. It's just too easy. Let's see. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I'm cooked. There's a bunch of parasites. There are 8 people watching, only 3 of them are talking, others are just watching. Yep, looks like it. Everyone is chilling, you know. It is a good day to chill, so, you know. Just chill. Ouch. Hey, revokers. Revoker. Onek. He cook. They have hellfires, right? So maybe I cream him up, but okay. That's fine. That's fine. Do this, and I'll roast you, which I might do right now. He cooked. Alright, let's go. Just check his ID. I'm not gonna do Hangar reviews today. Make it clear. I will have a separate stream for that, so you can come and join and get your Hangar reviewed at that time. So yeah. Revoker, click. I mean, he did not see that coming, did he? Max Hemlock duels from Act 12, sure. Obvious. Let's see. Is cooked. Let's see. The Revoker Surge over there. Oh, no, that's not good. That's very rude of you. Sinner, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Well, that's fine. Expected. It's expected. Let me see. Let's see. That's no cool. I'm not doing Hangar reviews today. I'm not supposed to be doing Hangar reviews every single day. You should just understand that. It's not like I just have to do it just because you tell me to. Just gotta take it easy. Bird. Whatever. Do you really need it? Yep, it really does. That's fine, because... Ouch. You have to buy mods for Outlaw? It'll be worth it though. It's gonna be OP after this buff, so I'd recommend doing it. This guy. Hook. Yep. Chill. I'm chilling. I'm not being angry or anything. I'm just telling him, like, just what is correct, you know? I'm not really angry at anything. I'm just telling him what's correct, right? So yeah. Tell me on my 4-star Nomad I got today, should I get Revoker or Storm Acton, which is best on that? Revoker Nomad is generally better. You should definitely get both Stormrack and Revoker 10, but depending on which one you use, that's kind of up to you. Both are pretty good though on Nomad. Both Stormrack and Revokers are pretty good. But if you're mostly going to be like up close brawling, then I think Revokers are going to do much better. Especially in FFA, right? If you play tournament and stuff, I think Revoker do better. For like CPC and stuff like that, I think Stormax can do better. Because they did nerf Revoker, the damage output is reduced, right? So if you do plan to do like a hit and run playstyle, then go for Stormax. If you want to brawl with Nomad, go with Revokers. That's just up to you. But both are generally good though. Especially if you can pair them up with the 60 energy variant. It's gonna work really well. Okay, let's go. I'll be for real. Revoker click. Yeah, of course that bot just throws the barrier correctly. That's fine. Yeah, that Eclipse is toast, obviously. Toxic, welcome to the stream. Let's see. I saw that coming. Ouch, that Gatecrusher ion pot will definitely hurt though. That's it. And we should be good. Ouch! Oh, these bots are going ham today. They're going... So you don't have to destroy your mech? Yeah, really. I do have to do sometimes. Because I need to use the best mech possible, right? That's how you play free-for-all. Because the damage output is more important. It doesn't really care about like how you do. The free-for-all thing is like, it cares more about the damage output. So as long as you get the highest damage possible, your score will significantly be better than others. So that's just the main problem. Is it not going to be easy to play without mods? Yeah, true. Mods are kind of important. A lot of damage. A lot of weapons do a lot of damage these days. So yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult. Especially in this economy, right? So yeah, that's going to be a problem. But anyway, it is just what it is, you know. I'll do this free-for-all match, and then after that you guys want to play some CPC or something, we can get into that. After this, we can get into some CPC if you guys want, so yeah. You're saying use a Dreadnought Parasite Eclipse. The problem is all of those mechs are low rank. I don't even have Eclipse at the moment. And all of the other mechs are like very low rank. So I cannot use them effectively, alright? Cost a lot of A coins to upgrade as well. And I don't really... And the problem is I don't really want to save up to upgrade either one right now. Because I'm kind of focused on upgrading stuff that I want to use. Just because for specifically... Most tournaments I win anyways. Not a big deal, but let's see. Fine. Go here. Can you show your face at least? Let's see. He's cooked. Show your playoff event score and first player. Sure, I'll show it. Let's see. This guy. Booked. Oh, hello. The charge rocket kill shot. That's not great. Booked. What are you? What do you have? It's a Panther with miniguns. A Panther. He cooked. Okay, we have 15 kills. We just need to keep this up. Oh, hello. How are you? Must be Ember Gun 16s, right? Ember Gun 12 and 16. Pretty close. Regression, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Anyway. We didn't get that many points. That's good. Pretty good. Not that much, but I don't think we need more than that. This playoff event, we have like a bunch of what? Low SP people? One of my main strategies for tournament, I would say, is like I always like to check all of the players in the bracket and see what they have, so that way I can kind of plan my moves accordingly, you know? That's always a good trick to have in mind. Since all of these guys are pretty low, this guy does have a dreadnought, so he might, like he's doing that, but you're right, I lost everything and got nothing in ERC. I told you. It's very tempting to gamble, alright? But you're not gonna get what you want, okay? If you don't have all 7,000 A coins, then you should not spin the credit rush event, alright? This statement is said every single time, alright? You're a beast with Geminis. I used to be, but I'm getting really bad at it these days. I don't know what's going on with that. I used to be better than this, but you know, I'm getting pretty bad. Must be because I'm getting old, you know? Who can tell? Who can tell? But I am pretty getting nasty. I don't play this game that often though these days. Pretty busy with other stuff. So yeah. Let's see. Invite all of you boys. And oh, Chef is online too. Let's go. Let's see. Let's invite this guy as well. Show your playoff event score. Oh yes, I keep forgetting. Don't I? Really bad. Remind me next match. Remind me when I'm done with this match. Remind me. Alright? Remind me next match. When I'm done with this match, remind me. I'll check it. I'll show it to you. I'm really good at forgetting stuff, so. Our chef is ready. He's gonna cook. Battle chicken. Alright, let's go, boys. Let's go. Arena Slayer, you're gonna have to remind me after this match, alright? So that way I know. You'll come in next one. Alright. Oh, we have players, boys. It's gonna go down in history. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, a bunch of people. Let's see. Some waters. Okay. Let's see. I got you covered. Let's just hold it together. Are you alright? This fellow is what? He cooked. Yeah. I cannot heal a lace wing mid-air though. That's the problem. It doesn't work like that. But I need to heal my boys here. The Geminis. This is what? Burrow beam something. Must be a Sush. Hello. How are you? Okay, we're gonna need to go for beacon because I don't think sitting here is gonna be the obvious solution. Let's see. Nice. I wonder when they're gonna start spamming Deathwalkers because that'll be a really good option for this build. Wait. That Blitz Frost is crashed. What is this? Tetra rifle something. Hey, those squashers are kind of dangerous, alright? Take it easy. Yeah, it's kind of rude. That walker crushed. It should be easy kill, alright? But I might be dead here though. Because the Death Walker, obviously. Playing. Let me just wait for this guy to jump. Then I have a special surprise ready for him. Hey, he's cooked. Cooked here. Hey, cook boys. This is a Death Walker, right? Death Walker is going to teleport back somewhere. Nice. Squasher Hemlock. Oh, that's gonna be top meta next. It should be. Allow me. Let me do the honors. They have a bunch of hemlocks. Oh, the chef is cooking. I told you guys he's gonna cook. We told you correctly, right? The chef was definitely cooking with the gas. Entity, you gotta go. Alright, take care. Well, let's go. I got top MVP. To be fair, I don't even know if I did that much, but maybe something. Maybe. To be fair. Okay, so here is this playoff event, guys, that you want to see. This is the playoff event right here. So barely anywhere, but we will see. We will see, you know, it's kind of cooked. Let's see. So yeah, that was pretty good. Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty good. Come on, welcome to the stream. Welcome. View tournament history. Right, let's check it out. Guess everyone else is busy. All right, that's good. ID review. Let's see. How long are we streaming? Only been 2 hours. Okay. After a couple of matches, we'll do some Hangar reviews, boys. Okay, I'll review some of your guys' Hangars after a couple of matches. A lot of people have been asking today, so I'll do some. I might do some. Not a bad idea. Let's see. Okay, this is just OP. Alright. Let's go here. He's cooked. This guy's also cooked. And why all the bots have hemlock? It's so annoying. I thought they just removed the hemlock bots. That guy's cooked. Let's see. It's just too easy. It's just too easy. It's too easy, boys. It's too easy. All of these bots have like a blockade shield, so it's kind of easy to get the missiles around them. Especially I'm staggering the shot, they get extra damage output. That's pretty good. Works very well. Can't wait for the buff, you know. Mimikr's gonna be pretty decent after the buff, you know. It'll be pretty good. I love it. Do you know what I asked support team about my Acoin spends, and they told me that I spent 750k Acoins. Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. Right. Use dual 12s because your Gemini 12s have 2k more damage than your Gemini 16. Yeah, it does, but I don't think it's a big difference though, realistically. Like, I kind of prefer to fill in the full energy capacity regardless. Like, it'll be a better idea to use dual 12s, but I'm going to be ranking up my 16. And the problem is I'm going to have to keep swapping weapons here and there, so I just keep it as it is, you know. So yeah. Okay. The list is going back and forth, which is crazy. Please review. I'll get to it, alright? Last 20 minutes of the stream, I'll check it out, alright? After a couple of more matches, I'll be reviewing your IDs, so yeah. Just gonna have to wait. Let's see. Oh, point playoff event. Alright. I already showed you the playoff event thing. Okay, we got a full squad. Let's see who are we time dropping today. Let's go. Whoever it is must be someone easy to beat, you know? Right, let's go. Let's go, boys. Have squashers on that? Interesting. Not bad, but you know, definitely takes a bit of time to deal a lot of damage. Alright. Hopefully that burn effect won't crisp him up completely. What's this? You're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna hurt yourself. Ouch. Can you show your face? He's not showing me his face, so I cannot do anything about that. I think something went down this place, right? Or, never mind. That's a chong with what? Never mind, I'm dead. Yeah, the chain gun brick houses are gonna definitely go hard on this one. Is Salvor good? If you're playing in teams, it's pretty solid. Apart from that, I don't think so. It's pretty good though. It's pretty good, but not meta. That's all. It's good, but not meta. It's really good, but not meta. That's about it. You have to be specifically playing in teams to make it useful. That's the problem. But yeah. Almost done with this barrage weapon task, and after that I'll review your IDs and everything. So gonna have to get this done. Because I get this one token, right? I'm just gonna spin this event and get some credits, hopefully, because I'm saving up for Disruptor 12 and 16, so I'm gonna be getting those very soon. So yeah, that's the main objective. Disruptor 12 and 16 on like Outlaw. And like some people, and I've been seeing like Disruptor Deathwalker as well, right? So kind of OP, you know? So cannot skip out. Try it out. Some people have been saying it's pretty OP, so you know, gotta try it out, you know. So yeah, let's go. After I'm done with this pod gun task, I can review a couple of you guys' IDs and that's the end of the stream. But yeah, Lacewing Gemini or Overdriver Blockhorn? That's a pretty nifty question. I think Lacewing Geminis would do better. Even if you're facing players Even if facing players, I think Lacewing Gemini do better. But the situation you're looking at is Block Horn is more like a defensive type thing, right? We're gonna be using it to like hold down beacons effectively. While Lacewing is like you're gonna be sitting on top of rooftops and doing stuff. So I wouldn't. Both are not for the same situation though. So depending on the situation, one would be good. Definitely both are not the same though. The Gemini build is passive and Overdriver's on Blockhorn is going to be a bit defensive. But both are pretty good. Oh, that's a problem. Don't worry, I got you. What I don't got is this Hellfire guy. Nice. Hot guns for the win. Does really do well with breaking down mods really quickly. When did he get there? Oh, that's not allowed. Don't you dare. And he's cooked. Right. Minigun ham launch. Lots of crazy. Is EM Rifle 8 Outlaw good? Solid combo. But I think Outlaw is best used with mid-range weapons though. Even though the ability is pretty long range, I would prefer mid-range weapons. Pod guns and like Storm Racks, Geminis I think would do better. Because the thing with EM rifles is, once the enemies get within like 75 meters, you're gonna lose a lot of damage. You're gonna lose a lot of damage. EM rifles are like, and generally speaking, most sniper weapons are garbage unless you're using out Orion, alright? Except for Tetra rifle, any other sniper weapon without Orion is just trash, basically. So yeah, if you're not using EM rifles on Orion, it's not gonna be great. On Outlaw, I would not recommend. I think Outlaw has better weapon options than that. Let's go. What will we get? To be fair, I don't need the blueprints because I already have 100 blueprints for Nomad, so I'm just gonna get the credits if it gives it to me. Fine. Whatever. Okay, so yeah, that's it for that. I don't think I really care about this. This will take forever. Artillery weapons are garbage and like beam weapons, nah. Not really worth it. Dual 12 Disruptor Outlaw, that's pretty good. That's a combination that you can definitely make it work. That's a pretty good build. That's a pretty good build. Okay, let's do some Hangar reviews now, boys. Do some Hangar reviews. Okay. So what is happening? I play FFA and get 6k SP, 8k SP players, so I'm 3k. What is happening? That's because they're fixing the matchmaking. I think they still did not fix it yet. By the way, I'm doing Hangar reviews. If you want your ID checked, you can put it in right now. I'll check it out. So let's see what is here. Yes, Revoker Nomad, Deathwalker with Storms, Pod Guns on Lacewing, Revoker Blizzfrost solid, Railgun Orion, the cooldown and the range, You can get the shield pierce or the damage implant on here. That would be pretty good. So solid build. Railguns on Orion is going to be good, but after Outlaw gets buffed, it's maybe not going to be that great. But yeah, Revoker Bliss Frost also is pretty good as well. Do keep in mind the duration implant does not increase the duration of the freeze, so you have to keep in mind that. I didn't mention it in the video though, so I think most people know that. Lacewing with pod guns. Solid combo as well, solid combo. Since you're using a Storm Axe on Deathwalker, the pod gun lacewing is a good option because Deathwalker is going to do better with Storm Axe than the lacewing with Storm Axe, I'd say. Especially. So yeah. Storm Axe on Deathwalker. Cooldown duration, damage, and instead of this recovery, I would get even an epic reload implant would be nice. Even a Storm Axe epic reload is good. So yeah, I do recommend you get that. If you can't get the legendary one, just get an epic one. An epic one is more than enough. Legendary is only important if you're going to go for competitive level. So yeah. Revoker Nomad. The dash time. I wonder if the dash time still gives the extra damage resistant time, but I think some people says it still works, some people says it doesn't. Wait and see. Damage, range. Range is unnecessary. You're going to be up in enemies' faces anyways. I would go with the damage implant specifically. Range is unnecessary. So yeah. Solid combos. I would get the reload implant for this. The revoker damage implant for that. And this one is fine. This one's also fine. You can get the shield piercing implant for this as well. Apart from that, what else do you have? So yeah, solid Hangar. I would say replacing railguns. I think you might want to replace railguns after Outlaw gets buffed, but kind of have to wait and see. Depends on how many Outlaws you face in your SP. You're 4000 SP, so if you feel like you're facing a lot of Outlaws, then you're going to have to replace railguns, especially after it gets buffed, because railguns are going to be pretty bad after that. But overall, pretty good Hangar. Pretty good Hangar. Shall I spin Nomad? If you have 7000 A coins, then spin Nomad Creator Shipment. You don't have that 7000 A coins, then don't spin. So many people want Hangar reviews? Yep, they do. What do you expect? Let's see. I'll check everyone in order, so you guys are gonna have to be a bit patient, alright? Don't spam. I will check everyone's IDs, alright? Okay, let's see. Let's see. So I think I'm gonna take this Hangar as your better one because it's more SP. So let's see. EM Lacewing, Revoker Surge, Pod Gun Redeemer, very nice. Burrow Beam Seeker, nice. And Stormrack Deathwalker, as you should. Yes, the implants, the cooldown duration. Get a reload implant on here. You can get rid of the damage implant and put a reload implant on there. That would be pretty useful. Apart from that, not much. It's a pretty good build. You can get a better duration implant. If you finish the Gear Hub tasks in like chapter 4 or 5, you will get an epic duration implant. I recommend you put that epic duration implant on Deathwalker. Seeker with Burrow Beams. Burrow Beam damage, and instead of the cooldown, I would recommend you put fire rate, alright? Because especially you don't have like a better pilot for this, I recommend you put the fire rate if you want to do some damage, decent damage with this. But I still say, like, if you have another second copy of Revokers, I think that will do better. Because Burrow Beam is not good in like this SP. If you're not facing a lot of mods, Burrow Beam is kind of pointless. Because the main advantage of Burrow Beam is it bypasses mods, alright? So if enemies don't have mods, you might as well be using something else. Pod Gun Redeemer, very good. Redeemer is going to be getting buffed, so you don't need to bother maxing this out. You can just leave it at rank 4, rank 6, and it'll be getting the buff where it can like remove debuffs at any rank, so that's going to be very good. Revoker Surge, dash distance, range, and damage. Instead of the range, I would go with duration, so you can guarantee The kill duration is going to be better, so you have extra few seconds to kill your target. Generally pretty useful to always have duration on search. EM Lacewing. EM Lacewing is also solid, but if you do plan to duplicate the Stormrack 10, I would also put a 10 and 6 on Lacewing as well. EM Rifle, not so much. I think if you want to use EM Rifle, you can use it on Orion. If you do have Orion. The Gemini combination is fine. I think the Gemini combination is definitely better. The EM Rifle, not so much though. Not so much. Okay, let's see. Black Hole is next, right? Let's put that in there. Excuse me. Kind of hard to copy paste it from the chat, but do it this way. Okay, let's see. So, Nomad, Surge, Vortex, Killshot, and Orion. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna think this is your best Hangar by far. Let's see. So, Revoker, Nomad, Stormrack on Surge, Washer 6s on Vortex, and Pod Guns on Killshot, and Orion with EMs. You don't have a pilot on these two, so it's kind of hard to judge there. EM Rifles. This guy looks like he has a pretty new account though. Yeah, it's pretty new account. He has a pretty new account. So yeah. Revoker, Nomad, Stormrack, Surge are all pretty good. Pretty good. I think the Revoker on Surge combo, like this one right here, I think this will be better than that. And the Stormracks on the Nomad will be fine. Yeah, I think this Hangar is overall better. For 3000 SP, this Hangar is pretty fine. I think you just need to work your way towards, like, I think you gotta assume that you're in tier 4, right? You could just get like Savant 6 as well. Savant 6. Since you have Revoker 8, you can skip Revoker 6. So you can just get Savant 6. You already have Stormrack 6, you can stick with that. And you can get like other weapons like Helix Rack 8, whatever. And yeah, pretty good solid stuff here. This is gonna be like a download link Hangar. Not a big fan of it, but still solid. Phoenix, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Am I late for some gameplay footage? Not really. You're just in time, buddy. Get at this guy. Dang, this guy's gamer, it seems. This guy's absolute gamer. I would prefer people remove their other presets so I can understand which one is their mains, because if you have 3 presets like this, I cannot tell the difference between each one. It'll be pretty difficult. Okay, I think I'm gonna take this one. These presets look pretty goofy, so I'm gonna take this one. Yes, Railgun Orion, Revoker Tengu, Stormrack Lacewing, pretty good. Yes, Disruptor Stalker, Hot Guns on Guardian. Okay. Revoker Tengu is solid for like 6000 SP as well, but it is gonna fall off significantly when you go higher SPs. Still pretty good though, still pretty good. So yeah, that's solid. Railguns on Orion, he has the shield pierce and the cooldown, very good. The damage, and instead of the duration, I would go with the reload if you have the reload implant. So yeah. Stormrack Lacewing. Reload radius damage, pretty good, pretty good. Hot Guns. This is a fine combo if you want to deal with the Deathwalkers or something. Pretty solid combo. I would also get the crash range on here. If you do plan to use Guardian, you need the crash range for that. And Disruptor Stalker. Disruptors are pretty good. It has a 16, so I think the damage boost with that will hit pretty hard though, pretty hard. I definitely will replace all three of these. These two are fine. These three you're gonna have to replace eventually. They are fine for now at this SP, but you're gonna have to replace them eventually with like Eclipse, Surge, and whatever. You get Deathwalker as well. So yeah, you're gonna have to replace these three eventually, but for now they're fine. For now they're fine. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this guy already reviewed, right? So I can skip that. Let's see. Your first ID main, I have Outlaw and Blockhorn, so any suggestions? If you have Outlaw, definitely use Outlaw, man. If you have Outlaw, definitely use Outlaw. It's going to be getting an Omega buff very soon, so definitely worth using. Definitely worth using. If you have Outlaw, if you guys have Outlaw, better start upgrading it because it's going to get the Omega buff very soon. Alright? It's going to get the Omega buff very soon, so better use it. It's going to be the next meta, right? So this is his best Hangar, I'm gonna assume. Stormlight Deathwalker. Dang. Outlaw promotions are gonna go heavy, seems. The cooldown duration and the radius, pretty good. You just need to get the reload implant. If you can get the reload implant, it's fine. And I think some people confuse this when I tell them the epic reload implant for Stormrack is enough. You don't really need the legendary for like over accessibility. Alright, it does cost a lot of A coins, and for most people, it's not worth it. The epic one is totally fine, on my opinion. An epic one is pretty good. Like, of course, it's not worth spending that even 600 A coins, but you can just get something better. But for long term, I think that the epic one can do fine until you get legendary. Mostly when you're going highest, really highest speed, it's the only time I'm going to use a legendary implant. For an epic one is totally fine. Myself personally, I'm going to be getting the legendary very soon, but I'll see what I can do. Overdrivers on Bliss Frost, pretty good. He must have got that from the Critter shipment. Oh, pretty good. Vortex with Revokers. For CPC, not really good. For Hangar Showdown, 2v2, free-for-all, sure. Revoker Vortex can work. Not for CPC, I would not recommend that though. EM Rifle Brick House. I mean, if you're not facing modded enemies, could work, but either Orion I think would do better. If your sniper weapons are on anything other than Orion, I don't think it's going to do that good. Burrow Beam, Parasite, against the cooldown and redirection damage. Fine. But pretty good. I would replace this brick house. And Vortex, I think I would replace it with something better. I think Aegis would be better for CPC. Aegis would be better. If you have like the dome shield with pod guns, that'll be very good. Especially if you're in tier 4, you get Aegis with pod gun H, that's going to be very good. Because Vortex for CPC, I don't really have high hopes for that. You could make it work if you use Stormracks, but Stormracks are better on Deathwalker, so I don't recommend you swap that on anything. So Stormracks, Deathwalker. So I recommend going with Aegis, that's be better for like CPC, right? And this is fine. This is fine. This I would use it on Orion. On Brick House now, really. So yeah. Let's see, who's next? Should I upgrade Redeemer? Not really. Redeemer's gonna be getting a buff very soon, so it can use its perk in all levels, right? So it's not a big deal. Sentinel also deserves that max rank perk. Definitely, dude. It's really unfair. Like, it's really unfair. Come on. Like, Sentinel, Radok, Scorpius, Brickhouse, like, all of those guys deserve buffs. Even Onyx as well. They should have buffed all of those things. And I don't know what happened to Carbine and Arctorrent. I don't know what happened to those things, but But the devs really forgot them on their radar, basically. I'm getting pretty slow with the chat because I'm kind of reviewing everyone's IDs, but kind of fine though. Let's see what we have here. 7,000 SP. Huh? Let's see. This hangar looks better. I'm gonna consider this hangar because it looks much better than the other ones. He has burrow beam, seeker, and he does have a dedicated pilot for that. That's very good. He also has the damage implant mag size. Instead of cooldown, I would get fire rate. An epic fire rate implant would be pretty good on that. Revoker eclipse, duration and damage, pretty good. I would swap that legendary pilot for eclipse because nomad is less important. I would swap that legendary pilot on eclipse, and I would use cooldown, duration, and like the damage and range implant on eclipse. We're swapping that pilot over there. Revokers on nomad, dash time, damage, range, and revoker damage. On any dash mech, or if you're using revoker, don't bother using the range implant at all. If you're using it on surge or nomad, don't bother using the revoker range implant because you're gonna be up in enemies' faces anyways, so you don't need the range implant. And the damage fall off is very huge. So yeah, not necessary. Dash, distance, duration, and damage. Pretty good setup. Good setup. Good setup. Storm racks, damage, reload, and duration. Pretty good as well. It's pretty good. Once you get a legendary pilot, I would add the cooldown as well, and you'll be good to go. I'd also replace this damage with the radius implant. It's a better option, generally speaking. So yeah. Yeah, overall solid hangar. Solid hangar. Let's see. Can you check my ID? It's my free-to-play account. Let's see. Let's copy this. See here. This kind of thing is lagging a bit, but it'll be fine. Okay. Okay, so he has all this. Okay, I'm gonna assume this is his best hangar, so let's see. He has storm racks on Solus, Redeemer with storm racks as well, pod guns on Lancer, and Revoker Nomad, and Gemini's on Orion. Pretty good, pretty good. They have the reload implant on that. I'd also get a duration, cooldown, and a radius implant as well on that build. Pretty good. Storm racks on Redeemer, that's also pretty good. He doesn't have much implants though. Gotta have to get those implants. Pod guns on Lancer, that's also fine. Revoker Nomad, fine. So yeah, for the most part, this guy does not have any implants, but hangar's overall fine, I'd say. I think for some CPC maps, Stormrack Lancer would be better, but this is also fine for now. If you do have like the Pod Gun 10 or Striker Rocket 10, I would recommend that over Stormracks because Stormracks is a bit more exposure, and I think Solus does not do that great with the exposure. But this is also a pretty good build. Certain maps, I think Strike Rockets or like any other guided weapons would be better. Realistically, pretty good hangar, pretty good for this SP. Let's see. Can you suggest me some weapons? I'm in tier 6. I'm not in tier 4. Please suggest some weapons in tier 6. Sorry if I'm being rude. Tier 6, you can get Overdriver 10, Podgun 10, Stormrack 10, Revoker 10. Pretty much obvious options. Obvious options. Those are pretty obvious options. Most of those meta weapons are pretty good. And Gemini is also going to be released in the Gear Hub for in-game currency. So yeah, just gonna have to wait for that. Let's see. So let's see here. He has 2 hangars. Let's take a look at them. Storm racks on Dreadnought, pretty good, pretty good. He has the damage and the reload and the radius, pretty good. Hopefully you're using this build properly though, because Storm rack with the Dreadnought strategies, you're gonna have to use the weapon. You're gonna have to use the EMP first, and then have to use your weapons. Don't try to work your way. Don't try to work out the enemy's mods, then have to use your ability to finish them off. That's a really bad idea, because Dreadnought's gonna be taking a bunch of damage during that time. All right, so not a good idea. So I just recommend you EMP the enemy first, and then after fire Storm Axe. That's going to be a better option to minimize your damage output, so minimize the amount of damage you take, and you could also inflict as much damage on the enemy as possible. So yeah, that's pretty good, what I suggest you to do. Override cooldown. He has a legendary implant for that. That's very good. Pretty good. There's the damage and the reload. Solid setup. If you can get an epic implant, you can do a permanently blind build with that. That'll be pretty good as well. Revoker Eclipse, not that great for CPC anymore. Revoker Eclipse is not that great anymore. I mean, if you're going to use that for Hangar, Showdown, or free-for-all, then go ahead, but I would not recommend for CPC though. Cooldown, range, and damage, fine. Surge. Instead of the range implant, I will put the damage implant on there. These two are fine. These two are fine. Block one with overdrivers. Nice. Cooldown, burnout, rate, cooldown time, and amp zone damage. I don't think the block one damage boost implant works though. Most of the damage boost implant doesn't work, but still. I don't know if the devs fixed it, but maybe. If they did fix it, that would be very nice. But I haven't tested it out yet, so I don't know. Foul play range. Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good combo. Both hangars are pretty good. I think depending on who you're facing, it'll be pretty good. But I think Outlaw would do better than Solus though. Especially if you're facing a bunch of Deathwalkers. So yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Yes, there. Let's see, who's next on our list? Yeah, we're stuck with a bunch more Hangar reviews. Let's see. I'll do a couple of more, then after I'm gonna have to end the stream, so yeah. Game Changer, welcome to the stream, welcome. Which build is stronger? Nomad with Revoker with no implants, Nomad with Ember Guns with epic implants. I think Revokers do better because you can break down the multi-layer shields faster. Ember Guns are fine if you're going to use that in lower SP, but higher SP I don't expect that to be good. So yeah. Let's see. Let's see what he has here. Berserkers on Aegis, that's a solid combo, solid. You could use the red pilot, which is the rare pilot. I think that would give you better damage output. Stormrack Zephyr, fine. Parasite with pod guns, also pretty good. Revoker Killshot and Revoker Lancer, that's crazy. For the most part, I would swap these Revokers on Zephyr and use the epic pilot on that, and put your Stormracks on Lancer. Stormrack on Lancer is going to be much better, and you put your Revokers on Zephyr, and put some kind of a passive guided weapon on Killshot for whatever reason. If you have like Gemini, right, you could put those Geminis on your Killshot. I think that'd do better. So yeah. Let's see. Let's copy this and see if we have it. This guy already reviewed, so I can forget that. Let me review Game Changers Hangar next. So yeah, I'm not keeping up with the chat so quickly, guys, so you're gonna have to wait a bit. So let's see. Overdriver Shadow, okay, sure. The absolute gamer, isn't he? Let's see, which one is his best hanger? Kind of hard to tell, but I'll take this into account though. Let's see, it's a Revoker Surge with a Tetra Rifle Orion, pretty good. Overdriver Shadow, not gonna be that great. These Overdrivers are rank 3 though. I don't know how you're doing damage with them. There is a 50% damage modifier, so that can kind of compensate, but after the modifier, it's gonna be pretty bad though. Gemini's on Lancer and Stormrax on the Nomad. Okay, pretty good. Okay, what I recommend you do is, if you do have another set of Revokers, or like Revoker or Embergun, I would recommend you put that on the Nomad, put the Stormrax on the Lancer, and Gemini's on the Orion. And you could use this Tetra Rifle maybe on Shadow. You can use the Tetra Rifle on Shadow if you want to. I think that will work pretty solid. But yeah, the Revoker Search will be fine. They have the duration and the dash distance. And instead of the range, I would go with the cooldown. The cooldown is the best option to go for. The shield piercing, pretty good. The stasis duration is unnecessary. The stasis duration is 3 seconds. That should be enough. So yeah. This build will be fine for now, but after the 50% damage modifier, I kind of replaced it. Shadow itself is not that great. I would use something else instead of Shadow. Like even Redeemer I think would do better. Redeemer is going to be getting a buff very soon, so yeah. If you can get your Redeemer to like rank 6 or something, that would do better than the Shadow. So yeah. Yeah, I recommend you swap the Geminis on this to do better. And the Stormrax on Lancer and put some kind of Revoker build on here. That would do better. And Revokers on Surge as well. Fine. So yeah, that's my recommendations there. Let's see. Gotta replace it with Overdriver Dual 10s for Eclipse. Nice. Can you tell or suggest some weapons in tier 6 you saw on my Hangar, right? Kinda depends on which one you really need. I recommend going for Stormrack 10 and Revoker 10 first, then after you can pick up the other stuff. But definitely gonna pick up those. All 4 of those weapons I mentioned in tier 6 are gonna be important though, regardless. Let's see. Last 2 IDs I'm gonna be reviewing. And after that, I'm gonna cut the stream, guys. The last 2 IDs. Let's see. This is what he has. Revoker no Source. Dreadnought with Stormrax, pretty good. Pod guns on the Redeemer. And Solus Overdrivers, okay. Pretty solid. Let's see what he has. He has the reload and the duration. Cooldown, duration, and the range. You can get a damage implant and a dash distance implant as well. Stormrax on Dreadnought, also pretty good. Pretty good. Redeemer is also fine. Overdrivers on Solus, okay. You have Outlaw too, that's pretty good. If we're being for real, I think you can replace the Solus with the Outlaw and use like pod gun 10s or something on that. I think that'll be pretty good. And this Stormrack Dreadnought is fine for now. You just need to get better pilots and implants. Apart from that, some bad stuff. Pretty good. But yeah. Overall solid Hangar. Solid. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see which one is his best hanger. Storm Necklace Swing, Burrow Beams on that, Revoker Nomad. Okay, so I think this is his best hanger. Best hanger. I think the other stuff are kind of scuffed, but this one I think is pretty good. So Revokers on Nomad, what does he have it? Dash time, range, damage, and cooldown. Instead of the range, I would go with dash distance if you have dash distance, or else you can keep this as it is. Burrow Beam on Surge, magazine size, fire rate, and damage. Pretty good, pretty good. I think using all of those implants would be a good idea. Because Burrow Beam reaches max damage output if you use all of those implants. So definitely worth using all of those implants. Storm Max on Deathwalker. At the duration, cooldown, reload, and radius. Best setup, best setup. Lace Swing with Storm Max. Damage, reload, the jump distance, and cooldown. I think instead of the cooldown, you can go with radius because you're not going to be jumping that often. I think instead of the cooldown, you can go with the radius. Hard guns on Solus. Bad. It's not bad. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good hanger. He's doing really good. Let's see. Alright, Phoenix, you gotta go. Take care. Let's see. Copy that. Paste it here. Interesting. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna take this hanger into account. Yes, Podgun, Redeemer, Gemini, Orion, Strike Rocket, Eclipse. That's a lot of guided builds unnecessarily. A lot of guided builds unnecessarily. I don't think it's a good idea to have that many guided builds in that hanger. You're gonna need at least some defensive builds. Like this one is fine, but too many passive builds not a good idea, especially if you're playing like CPC, right? You're gonna need to go for beacons. I recommend having like an Aegis in this hanger. An Aegis would be pretty good, especially at this SP. So yeah. The Orion is fine for the most part. Strike Rocket build, I'd remove that and put something else on there. I think maybe like Storm Rax, if you have Storm Rax, I think that'd do pretty good. And instead of this Burrow Beams, I think you could use something else. You could use the Strike Rockets on Outlaw and put like Storm Rax here. And either replace one of these with an Aegis, I'd say. I think you can replace this one with an Aegis, that would be pretty good. Because they're going to need at least some defensive builds for CPC, realistically. Not really effective for like CPC, that's a problem. You're not going to be able to push beacons effectively. So I recommend having an Aegis in there with like pod guns, that would be pretty good. So yeah, what I recommend you do. Let's see. The final hanger. Let's see. Okay, I think this might be the best hanger possible. There's Gemini's on Nomad, Revoker Parasite, Burrow Beams, and EM Rifle, Solus, and Stormrack Lacewing. Pretty good. Gemini's, those are fine. Parasites, that's fine as well. Pretty decent. Burrow Beam Source, pretty good. You do need to get a better implant for that. I recommend get the fire rate implant. EM Rifle Solus. I don't recommend EM Rifle on Solus. I recommend using pod guns if you have pod guns. EM Rifles not really. If you're gonna use EM Rifles, use it on Orion. That's gonna be better. Stormrax on Lacewing. That's also pretty good. Pretty good. For the most part, you just need to work on your implants. Everything else is fine. Pretty good. So yeah. I think I'd use like Stormrax on this instead of Revokers, and like use Revokers on this. So what I recommend you do is put the Revokers on Nomad, just like a small fix here, and put like Stormrax on this as well. Once you get like a Stormrax 10 and duplicate that, you can use like 2 Stormrax builds. That would be pretty decent as well. So yeah. Apart from that, solid hanger, solid hanger. Also replace this with the pod guns. It's gonna be better. So yeah, that's it. Who is this guy? So yeah, we're gonna be ending the stream, boys, today. I think it's been for a while. Gonna have to cut it right now because it's getting pretty late. Mostly, I think we went for like 3 hours at this rate. So just collect this crate and I'll end it today. So yeah, let's see. Alright, so let me end the stream right now. Alright, so yeah, that's it for today's stream, guys. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it. I was able to cover most of you guys' hangers, but it's getting late, a bit late, so I'm gonna have to go now. So yeah, thank you all for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next stream.